Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been long since I last made a video and I'm happy to do this video because I'll be sharing with you guys my sugar daddy story, why I lose my hair. It all started in my second year because me, usually when I was in university, after my semester, I used to like hustle my way to getting a job so I don't get to be idle every semester, or if it's a short semester I don't like rushing home. So the break after the first semester is always short, so I always try to get a job or find a way to get a small job or find something, a skill that will keep me busy throughout the holiday. So that very semester I got a job that was supposed to start almost immediately after my exam. So I got a job in somewhere in Enugu. So when I started working, I called my parents actually. I told them I'm not going to come home, I'm going to be busy because I got a job. When you get job back then, you feel like a boss lady. Not like the money can pay anything. But that feeling that you go to work, you get money at the end of the term, you get while the job elapses, you gotta get paid. That is actually fulfilling and makes you feel like a big girl. So I don't get rushing home for 2 weeks break and 3 weeks break to come back. So I started working in this very big place. I don't want to mention it. So the manager of the place was like, wow, I'm a hard-working girl. Yeah. Started asking me a question about my family. I told him, we got to find out that he was from the neighboring town. He was so interested. He really wanted to know my family down to the root. Yeah. So he kept on showing me this fatherly love. He'll buy me lunch. Most of the time, not once in a while, he kept on buying me lunch. I just felt it was normal, brother, uncle. Because this man should be in his 40s, late 40s, if not 50. Kept on showing me care. At the time, I started feeling, wow, this is too much. He'll be like, okay, Fridays, he'll be like, he'll give me a huge amount of money and be like, cook, buy yourself stuff, buy yourself your personal needs like my cream, my soap. Then I was like, wow. At the end of the day, this man is almost giving me so much than my actual pay. At that point, I was enjoying the job. I was like, thank God I took up this job. So I was living good. I was even happy doing the whole job. Throughout the holiday, I was just feeling myself. At the point, he started calling me out and be like, hey, where are you? After work, I'm like, come on to this place, let's have a drink, let's eat out. Okay. When I actually started that, I didn't know. It became a constant thing. He calls me almost every evening to come out and have a drink and eat. I was living in a hostel. I go back to the hostel. So it was actually a 1-month job. Did I mention that? Yeah, it's a holiday, so I did it for just 1 month. It's more of activation job, bookkeeping job. So he kept on showing me that love. Even when school resumed, I was left with 1 week to round up the job. The kind of money he gave me increased though. But he never really came out to tell me, okay, I love you or anything at that point. Codedly, some days before I rounded up the job, it was like, that he liked me, he just wants me to take care of me. He was just chipping it into my ear. I don't see this man like someone that would want to do this kind of stuff with me, because he's always telling me about God. He's always telling me about love for God and miracles and stuff. Like, I wasn't even expecting him to come down to that. Come down to tell me that he loves me or something. And he was like, he really likes me. So when the semester, that second semester started, I stopped the job. Yeah. So he always come to front of my school and be like, when it's morning, like, okay, before the morning, he used to always book appointment. Come and see me. Leave your phone on, because I'll be coming to your school. So you come and see me and take something. That's how he kept on chipping an envelope into my hands when I wake up. When I go back to the hostel, open and see it's like money. He kept on showing me. Sometimes he'll be like, come out, I want to take you on a shopping. And I'm very conservative about some things. I'll be like, when I go there, he'll be like, just pick whatever you need. And I'm like, I'll be so scared because I don't want to give him a bad impression. Like, I want to drop this guy, or he'll be the one like, what do you have? What don't you have? Do you have milk? Do you have sugar? Do you have cornflakes? It felt like sometimes he goes spending and he's spending so much money. He buys my soap in bulk, not just one. He buys it like in the box, 1, 2, 3. I was really enjoying. Like, my cream, my everything was just so caring. Like, wow, this is so too much for me. I actually started liking him. Yeah, I won't lie. I started liking him because he was too caring for my liking. I hate the way he cared for me. I loved the way he cared for me. It was just no one has ever cared for me that way since I got into school, apart from my parents. So he was really catering for all my needs. Money wasn't even my problem at that point, because he'd be like, whenever you need anything, tell me. Do you care? I was living fine. I was happy. Sometimes we kept on saying randomly, eat out, hang out. Each time he tells me he likes me, I try to shy away from it. Yeah. So that's how we kept on saying till it was almost the end of the semester. He started pressuring me and be like, I should make time, let's stay together. And I'll keep on giving him excuses. And he kept on trying to impress. He takes me out, he shops for me. He shops to the extent that when I get back, my roommate will be like, who is this guy? Like, I never really told anyone it was a man, because they will judge me. No matter what I tell them, they'll always go back and think I'm having something intimate with them, and they will never believe me. In my head, I was like, I do kayamata way me I don't know. Like, I use kayamata way I don't know, because it was just too much for me. Sometimes I sit down and I'm like, why is this man all over me? Because I didn't give him the impression that I wanted. You get, you didn't give someone any impression, and this keeps you wondering, how, what happened? I don't get. Do you get? So I never really told them. I just told them someone keeps buying for me. Yes. So if you are watching this and you're my roommate, just know it was a supposed sugar daddy that got me all those things. So I kept on giving him excuses. Yeah, I'll tell him that, okay, the semester is getting to its peak. I need to read. I have assignments. I have projects. And he'll be like, it doesn't take anything. Just he kept on finding a way. We got to see once in a while till it was my exam period. All through, I never even gave him time. But once he always cared. He sent me stuff. He has never sent money to my account. He keeps on giving me cash. Be like, I want to see you. Then he gives me a brown envelope. When the semester was almost done, of course, I have to tell him that okay, I'm going home this very holiday because I need to go and align with my parents. I was coming to Abuja, so he was wanting us to see often. He'd be like, stay a little longer. So some of my friends, once they are done with like exams today, they are going tomorrow, or if they live somewhere proximate to school, like okay, they can always travel that very day. Once they are done, they must have packed their bag. 1 week I was still in school. I was hanging out every evening. Yeah, not until one very fateful day, Sunday, I went to meet in one of those joints we used to see. Then I was seated, I was already drinking. I was not just happy anymore, I just wanted to go home. Yeah, I was seated there drinking. Then one of the waitress came and was like, the woman wants to see you outside. Hey, my heart skipped. In my head, I'm like, could this be this woman? Because it was somewhere far from my school. Yes, this is me sitting there wondering, who could this woman be? Then I suppose Sugar Daddy was like, is that? And was like started interrogating the waitress, like a woman. She said she wants to see her. That was when I knew there is trouble. Is it that someone wants to pour me acid today? I thought to myself. Well, that's when I got scared though. Okay, in my head I'm like, okay, God, just let me get out of this. Then this will be the last time I was ever going to see this man before he gets me into trouble. He told her to tell the person that I wasn't gonna come. You get? For me, I knew God, this must be his wife. I was like, who could that be? I kept on asking, who could that be? Nobody knows me here. Nobody knows me here. And why would one person want to see me like outside or somewhere enclosed? Okay, I told him, okay, I have to go. I was so scared, frightened, that's the word. I was so frightened. I don't think I finished my drink. I just told him I had to go. Okay, I went out. He escorted me. So I boarded the vehicle straight to my hostel. That's how I went to my hostel that day. And I'm like, I texted him, I'm like, please stop calling me out before you get me into trouble. And I know very well that it's his wife trying to talk to me personally, woman to woman. I wasn't going to face it because she won't understand that I actually don't do anything with her husband. She won't understand. So I avoided him. Yeah, to like travel. We were talking once during the holiday and stuff. We were talking. That's how we drifted apart. Even when I started off the new semester, he called me once to come out. I'm like, no, new semester, new life, new session, new life. That's how my life continued. I once saw him from afar. I never called him. I don't want trouble. It's funny that I ran away from my life. But on a serious note, on a very, very more serious, it should be more of like, dear husband, dear darling husband, leave these girls alone. They are distraction to this marriage. They are distraction to our matrimonial home. Not, girl, leave my husband alone. Why are you going to fight for a man? A man should fight for himself, I guess. Except when you're seeing that the girl is so adamant and arrogant. No girl will really want to be doing stuff with a married man. Except when he's spending. And that's why you should meet your husband and be like, honey, stop doing this. You're hurting this family. This is a commitment between two of us. There's not supposed to be a third party. So at this point, I think you should give this video a thumbs up. Judging by myself. Because this is my life story I'm dishing out. And don't forget to subscribe. Very important. So I will see you in my next video soon, like soon. So turn on the notification button after subscribing because it's very necessary so you get to see my video when I post it.